Hey guys, welcome back to Face It TV, where we are doing the pre-qualifiers for Dreamhack Cluj, and producer James, hello there. He's just making his presence known. He can only communicate through switching of overlays, so that is his metric, and that's how he communicates. Anyway, Jackie's here with me, and we have HellRaisers and SK coming up. Cash, Overpass, and Cash, Train, and Overpass, I believe, are the maps. So, what do you make of this?
I mean, it should be interesting. Of course, you've got two, I'd say, very volatile teams in the way they play, sort of SK and then HellRaisers, because it's HellRaisers. You never know how it's going to go. They're a very odd team in just the way things happen and just how they generally just do things. So I feel like SK, for me, sort of have a slight edge over sort of with the map pool and just generally how they play, but HellRaisers can just pull stuff out of the bag, so I feel like they're going to be exciting to watch. Yeah,
I mean, with HellRaisers' recent result against Na'Vi, and them, because of the result going into the Face It League, I'm hoping, and I'm really hoping that they can keep the form up. Maybe the thing is that the question for them is that typically when you're playing a match against a team that you're very familiar with in your region, for example, with Na'Vi, they're in the CIS region, it's going to be a good game with a team like HellRaisers, because despite their inconsistencies, they're so familiar with the team at play, and this does actually have a huge impact as to how well you can play against that team. You'll see this phenomenon. Well, I'm not even sure if you can even call it a phenomenon. It does make sense, but you'll see this with the Swedish teams playing Swedish teams, French teams playing French teams. No one likes playing teams in official games from your own region. That is just a universal thing. You can ask any pro player about that. So HellRaisers' result there might be a little bit overstated. We'll have to see, but this would be a perfect proving ground to re-cement themselves into some consistency, hopefully for them. I mean, it would be great to see them qualify and actually get themselves a major run. It would be great for them to actually, for me to see them gain just solidify themselves a little bit, so that it just not be so flimsy with and so backwards and forwards with their results. I must say, part of the reason why they did so well was actually Mo.
Yeah.
He was so amazing, and usually on Cash as well, their CT sides tend to be pretty amazing. I'm not sure what's going on with the pause here. We seem to not have any models. 3 invisible players or something. That's amazing. But yeah, Mo was playing incredibly well, and typically when they play on Cash, it really often comes down to Mo hitting his shots on the CT side. I guess Na'Vi, he actually didn't miss a shot. It was like watching Simple or something. It was so incredibly sick. And he was playing so smart as well with his positioning. So I look forward to seeing some Mo action, I must say. Out of all the players on the server, at the moment, if Mo plays like that, I'm definitely the most hyped for him.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing though. It's like HellRaisers as a lineup, you do have a lot of individual skill on there. I mean, Dosia, when he's on form, like, it's on a whole nother level. It used to be just wild, sort of the level of skill he had, and now it's not as crazy, but he's still so good at when he comes down to it.
He's lost a lot of height here. Not sure what's happened.
That's why he's so good. You can't hit him. He's really small.
It's like picking Odd Job in GoldenEye. I don't know if do you ever play that game?
Yeah.
Yeah, bastards who pick Odd Job. Why do you do this? Why do you do this? So annoying. Anyway, yeah, it's as you say, Dozy. Dren has also recently had some absolutely enormous games. So is this how? Okay, I guess we're gonna do the pistol like this then. All right, then. All right. It's novel. It's interesting. It's cutting edge here on Face It TV.
This reminds me of Micro Machines for some reason.
I love Micro Machines. That knife is disembodied.
It's pretty dangerous, isn't it?
Doesn't make any sense.
He could cut himself.
Okay, so it looks like they want to go over the top here for potentially an A split. They have a man in A main, do SK. And HellRaisers are playing pretty much everywhere, so looking to hit the shots, and that's what they're going to try to do right now. And we've lost Pod altogether. Oh no, actually just a Dren who's fairly invisible. This looks absolutely absurd. And the Dren finds 2 kills. Very interesting indeed. Berry and KD in last men standing for SK. Bomb is down under control of HellRaisers. Looks like they've got a solid round here. Okay, so we're just going to reconnect to the game and see if we can fix this issue, because it would be kind of weird to play this game where you go to spec a Dren and people are just dying. You just see like a pod
You
moving
just-
around and
yeah.
people are dying. This is amazing.
Just a bit of blood out of nowhere. It's like, oh, okay, he's got a frag.
So, Adren really has just transcended the need for a physical form.
It's
It's more or less
It's
what
happened,
it is.
yeah. HellRaisers. That's how they beat Na'Vi. They've now finally ascended. They're there.
They're just beings of energy now. Yeah. This reminds me. I'm sure there was a Stargate episode or two
Yeah.
like this. Yeah, like people transcending, becoming. I think also I think that idea was generally played with in most sci-fi series. Actually,
Yeah.
I think also they also did that in Star Trek.
Mm.
They played with that idea as well. Just like beings.
You have no need for a physical form. You just clouds of gas.
Yeah, we transcended. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting little
That's
segue
where
there.
that's where Reese has gone.
Nah, I didn't, no.
No?
No. I don't think Reese is transcended. Anyway, so we're jumping back into the game momentarily, guys, as we fix the invisible players issue, and yeah, it was I've noticed I haven't seen that bug before.
No, that's pretty weird.
I've seen invisible guns, which is manageable,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen invisible players. I've seen I remember Quake World there was a bug, a spectating bug where you would have dwarf mode almost, where like as we saw there, someone was like really short for some reason, which is quite comical. But you can still see what they're doing at least. We
just sort of had like a small angle of like mid.
Yeah.
It's just sort of okay.
Yeah.
Something's happening.
It's kind of weird. So we are fixing that one for you guys. And of course, if you're just joining us, this is the pre-qualifiers for Cluj. So for Dreamhack Cluj, which is the next major, and of course, if you win this round, you are actually qualified to then go and play the offline qualifier, which is in Dreamhack Stockholm, that's Dreamhack Stockholm. So that's what you're playing for, and that's how we do things for majors. That's how things should be done.
Mm.
You play offline qualifiers for a major, and that's how it should be. I remember there's a huge drama about this before that people were really going on about this because we didn't have that system for the bigger tournaments initially, but CS has come a long way, and it's going further and further still. We had like what 1.3 million peak on the last major.
It's pretty wild.
Okay, Jackie, you're gonna have to predict the next peak.
The next peak.
Because I have my prediction. What's yours?
1.6.
Okay, my prediction was 1.5 actually.
Ooh.
So you're more ambitious than me.
Pretty close.
I was really curious because it jumped so significantly.
Yeah.
It was first of all I think we were around 150k or something. Then we got to like 250. Then it was like 410, I think, and then it got to like the region of 800.
Yeah.
And then we got to a million,
Yeah.
1.1 million, and then 1.3, 1.
1.2
million?
1.3, something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, 1.3. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I think the most one will be 1.5.
I feel like it won't be jumping as high as it used to, because it's gone like it's been sort of steady growth, but it's been pretty wild in sort of how many players have come into CS. I feel like we're scooping up enough people now. I feel like now we're going to slow down on the scooping.
Less scooping.
Less scooping for next major.
I think I actually think that we had there was like a stat which actually showed
People scooped.
not people skip. But anyway, let's look back into this. We've hopefully fixed this, and we've missed a couple rounds. So we can see that HellRaisers have actually managed to get themselves that pistol. They managed to win all the rounds successive to that, and then now they're in this position where they're losing the first buy round against the Blues. So that sucks for them because that means that they have likely just a buy in them before, like one big buy left in them before they are going to be ecoing. I'm going to see them spend all the money now. So they need to win this round if they want to keep their momentum going, and likewise SK, they don't want to get reset. So that is where we're at. And Mo gets the AWP. He's got one frag. I think you're up to date now, I guess. I'm just basically saying what you guys can see, so I'm not really telling you much at all. Say what you see, just like catchphrase. Super old TV show, if anyone knows that reference, but
it's a great TV show.
It was very cool. Okay, so looks like an A push.
Very slow, very methodical, waiting. Adrian playing very close by Forklift there. Very blind. There we go, he does begin to go for the face, he gets 2 frags, and SK are looking a little bit sluggish, but they did be able to get the crates back. Dosia chimes in with 1, and Mo, just as you said, using that up to his strengths, turns things into a 1 versus 2. Now 1 versus 1, as Angel gets dropped, and will he be able to use that up to win the round, or will he be slain by the AK?
Well, Mo is going to clutch it, does take down Freeze. And there you go. That's a couple more frags to him. He's up to 3 now. So he's able to get rolling with the AWP and get his team the win that they needed. Of course, everybody died though. So with the money that SK have, they could actually consider a force here to keep the economic pressure up. It really depends on how they perceive the danger of a HellRaisers with full money. And HellRaisers are actually going to... Angel's actually going to stay on the MP9. And so this is interesting here because a lot of damage could actually happen, but Angel wants to... He's playing throwaway right now. He's actually just going for the info because he's got a weapon that doesn't really cost that much. He's not afraid of giving it away. So he's just going to go by himself aggressively and somehow gets a headshot onto a Cillian. And that is actually fantastic. And Mo's hitting the shots as well. And SK's force buy is not panning out at all.
They are really struggling right now. They've just been completely ripped apart. Barry does chime in with one though. That's not too bad. Trying to even out things a little bit, but we've still got a long way to go to be able to win this round, and HellRaisers are looking fairly strong right now.
That they are, and they are going to have to actually defend against what looks to be a B push coming in from SK. Now, it's going to be quite difficult for SK to hold on to this with just 3 players, and Cadian's on an MP9, but they do have a lot of nades on Cadian. He's got a Molotov as well. If he buys some time, but Doge is going to leap straight through the smoke to headshot, looking for the shots, but the players darted behind him. Cadian went through, and Doge is ready for it, but not ready enough. Cadian gets the headshot with the last bullet of his MP9, and that MP9 has turned out to be absolutely crucial in this round. There's now 2 players left for the CTs. Bomb finally goes down, but HellRaisers have plenty of time to get there, and there is an HE on Kucha, so he could do a lot of damage with this.
Yeah. Cadian very low there, but that nade isn't going to be able to do anything at all. Tags in, but he's still not been taken down. 8 HP left on him. Very only on 44 HP. They're both fairly spread out. Finally, they get dropped. Can he get the follow-up frag? Spraying away, wasn't quite able to do it. And Freeze are in huge now. Should be able to get the second kill onto Adren. A little bit of a kerfuffle on the site. Spraying away with that USB, but he's not got time.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess there. I think the position Kucha was in on the ramp there was he got a little bit too exposed. I think he definitely could have survived in that situation, but there was a player peeking from sight, and he didn't actually have to challenge the guy from B storage. And in doing so, and not keeping his focus there on the site, where his teammates had that angle already, he actually ended up making their lives really difficult. And now SK actually have won that round, and you can see how the damage has actually affected HellRaisers. They are really poor on this buy. Mo's got the AWP. That's really the only hope for them if he's able to get going with that, because it's very unlikely that... I mean, Angel could and always does tend to take big risks, and he's surprisingly effective with them. I guess that's kind of his style to an extent, but it's hard to see anybody else safely doing a big job to contribute to the advantages here, aside from Mo with the long range play on the AWP.
Cillian firing away for that smoke there, trying to potentially find a tag onto whoever he can, but Angel won't be buying into it just yet. He's just going to hold back and wait for a potential push. But look at this over at mid. Everyone going on top of that boost there. 2 players ready with the flashes and the smokes to go for a cheeky face at mid. Very close. Adren was able to get the frag onto Berry, but it was very, very close there. And now free mid. They've got over boost. They're pushing up. They're working their way through, and it is on Mo, as you said before, with that AWP. He's got to be lethal right now to stop them from working their way to short. They're trying to put the pressure on.
Alright, Angel gets one pretty much through the smoke there. Cillian will hit the ground as Angel gets more damage as they jump across. That's actually going to help out massively. Dozier, though, talking about helping out in a big way. He's coming in from the vent area, and now there is a full entrance possible. They're all lining up for the HellRaisers side, and Kucha will spray them both down with the Deagles, so the defuse will happen. And HellRaisers have actually brought themselves back into this one. That's actually pretty amazing. Are they going to be able to pick up any AWPs? There it is. Kucha grabs the AWP, and once again, the HellRaisers are in a good spot. But SK getting the bomb down, they're going to feel like they are that they want to force buy. If they have an execute to throw in with it, it's actually a possible. Again, it's very possible they should try to do that, because then, and we're seeing them actually go for it, because then, you know, the economic pressure, as we can see, HellRaisers have no money. Any kills that SK get here are really huge, and if they get a bomb plant, they can keep the pressure up until HellRaisers... They play the war of attrition, basically, and HellRaisers won't have anything left, eventually.
Yeah. Look at this, though, with the B push coming out here. Very slow. Everyone just working their way through. towards that B site, and there is no one actually directly on the site right now. Everyone is just holding away. You have Dosia and Vents, and he was able to find the frag onto Berry. One player just rotate in, it's Angel, but he got shut down before he could really do much there. And Mo, he has to go huge. He's got to somehow be able to hold them off, allow his teammates enough time to get over here to back him up, and they're really struggling. All the angles smoked off, but Adren doesn't care. Through the smoke, shuts down. That is huge.
That is actually just madness right there. So surreal to see that. Now, that's changed things quite significantly. It went from a marginal situation for the retake to an absolute must, and they are going to be getting all the kills. Kucha is cleaning house. There's just one left on the bomb site. KD's got 9 HP. He'll get gunned down there by Mo in the end, and the defuse will come in again. However, 3 kills and a bomb plant. SK are buying again. They have to. They pretty much have to do it again. Because, I mean, HellRaisers actually lost money. Lost money in that round there. They suffered like 15k of damage. That's pretty much what you get for winning the round. So we can see that they're still in the same position. They are pretty much break even. So SK, they get better buys because they're getting more bonus. And, you know, the problem is that eventually it doesn't matter like if a team's always in a horrible spot if they just keep winning rounds.
Yeah.
But I can definitely understand the SK's thinking here. This is by no means incorrect, I would say. And they're going to go for an A play, which is very cool. With quite a few players through Dawn. Here we go.
Just saying, there they go. Thundering out, but Kucha and Co are there just ripping them apart. So Mo is going massive with the backup of Kucha. Should land another frag here to finish things off, shutting down Asilian. And he held that with basic ease there. You wouldn't really expect them to do much. They did charge in, just trying to brute force the site, but the defense was too strong from HellRaisers.
Yeah, and this is where the cutting the losses thing, if you're looking at it with hindsight, like, oh god, we put ourselves in a really rough position, guys, because now they actually have to eco. And what's worse is that they have to eco in a spot where the other team didn't take any damage in the previous round, so there's a possibility for 2 flawless rounds, which is a lot of money gained. So HellRaisers are getting a lot of security, and that's when they're the most dangerous on a map like this. Obviously, I mean, I guess you could say that for any team, but there we go. HellRaisers looking for the defense. Can we get any fast headshots? There's one from Cadian. Dren gets picked out of the air like a clay pigeon. Oh, Mo's in trouble. He's in trouble, but he does have support.
Angel coming in there from short. He's got to run through the fire and flames to try to help out. And Dosia from behind goes massive and shuts down both of the remaining terrorists so they can get the defuse and take the round.
So at least they got the plant there, but and they got 2 kills as well, which is a nice bonus. But at the same time, HellRaisers, as we're about to see now, should be pretty solid on the money. Yeah, that looks kind of nice, kind of sexy right now. And SK are in a position where if they manage to lose this, they're on an eco, and even if they win it, there's still buys coming in from HellRaisers, so they're at the danger of getting reset. So there's no real good way to talk about SK's position. They're in a bad position right now. Obviously, six rounds to the deficit, HellRaisers. But they've gone for the double AWP play, so we would expect a slower pick-based round from them, and it is going to be good at capitalizing on any aggressive CT picking opportunities. Angel is notorious for going aggressive and getting up close and personal, so maybe they can catch him out.
Very close play, as you're saying. Working his way through the smoke there. Berry is ready for it, though. But, oh, the timing switches to his knife just at the wrong time. That is so unfortunate. He has been shut off by Angel there.
I'm telling you, man, this guy, he just does not know when to quit Angel. Like, he just always goes aggressive. It's nuts. The kinds of stuff that he does. And it's also a little bit sad that he decided to continue pushing there, because the only thing that he can hope to do at this point in the round, where SK so undecided where they're going, is get a good off angle around the area where he was, which can be nice to hold. But he was looking to just push, actually, and you already got the advantage of a player. So now what Angel has done is he's actually thrown away the advantage and put his team in a way worse position than they were in initially. So, and look at this, they're about to pincer onto the A bomb site. It's not looking too good, and there is actually a player who could flank. I think it's all on Kucha now to save HellRaisers here.
Yeah, and he's doing his job. He's sprinting as fast as his sneakers can carry him, and he does get the first frag onto Asilian. The nade goes rolling out to try to do some more damage. The Cadian realizes, but he can't really do much. He's been picked off, and there's only one man standing for that T side. Down he goes. Kucha gets the final frag, As you were saying, it was really on him there. Crucial stuff coming out. He had to get behind as fast as he can. The flank paid off, and they were somehow able to win it.
Yeah, again, the thing with Angel is like I really like how Angel can find his aggression sometimes, because I would say that he takes it too far quite often, but at the same time he's really good at doing it, and so you want to have a player do stuff like that because it's hard, it's not expected, it's hard to deal with if they're really good at it. But please get something here. No, it takes him down. That's amazing for HellRaisers. So just to finish the point, you gotta know when enough is enough, basically. Yeah. When you get on an advantage and you've done enough. Well, Angel, oh my god, takes down 2 excellent kills there, and that's the round blown up for HellRaisers. I'm still surprised that Dren picked up that kill. That was pretty amazing. And yeah, just a hail of silence bullets. So this is looking rough for SK. This is not a good start to a best of 3.
That's the thing. I mean, HellRaisers are looking very drilled right now. Everyone looks very on point, so it's beautiful to watch.
So now we have SK looking for an option, looking for some damage. And with 40 seconds, they can definitely get something going. Of course, middle is the smart choice, but the problem is going towards short, because usually teams have an angle there, and we can see that this is no different. So they end up going towards vents. It is, again, another safe route to go for. So pretty predictable stuff from SK, but HellRaisers, they can't bank on anything. And we get the fast rotation. Bomb isn't gone down just yet. There it is. But there's plenty of time. The rotation really came in very quickly. And HellRaisers, they backed out of B with who they had left. And they're just going to retake together. This is an interesting one. This is very doable here for Barry if he gets a fast kill on Creature. But he won't. And Sandin, of course, went down instantly to Mo. So that's another nice cleanup there for HellRaisers. They can do no wrong here.
Yeah. HellRaisers are just going absolutely mental right now. SK stuck in a little bit of a rut. Doesn't seem to be playing like their usual selves.
So now we have the full SK AKs out to play, and just a handful of nades as well to work with. So far we haven't seen too much in the way of executes, and they are spreading out a little bit here as well. So it does look like they just want to cover their bases in against any A main aggressions and maybe find a fast pick to it at the start of the round. And they'll likely go for a delayed mid-take, I would expect, from this kind of play. They've got a guy in B storage as well, guy in door. The guy in door or main can actually rotate back out to help the delayed mid-take, potentially. But HellRaisers still have a decent presence in mid, so this would not be the timing right now. You want to get a timing where they've actually split off players away from mid into the bomb sites, which does tend to happen around about now, around about a minute into... around about 45 seconds into the round. And you can see that they are huddling up against the boost now. So it does look like they are going for the mid-take. And they could very well go for the B split with it as well, because considering they've left the guy in B storage. So that looks like what they're going for right now. But nades out there as well. Angel's going to spot some action. So they are moving towards the B split, leaving a lurker in middle. So good movement here from SK, working within their, well within their boundaries and limitations on the equipment. And great kill onto Dozier. They need to get rid of Mo straight away though. There it is, KDN finds the headshot, very nicely done. And now he's going to get this safe plant, which is the best, basically the best default plant more or less. You're covered from high and is open towards B storage. And another nice takedown there from KDN. So this round is looking clean as well. And Adren, there's not really that much he can do, looking for some economic damage, but HellRaisers finally are going to be suffering, but this was a well-constructed round by SK.
It's really good stuff there. It's a lot better from the sort of usual form we'd seen throughout this round. They've done really well. I mean, fair few kills on the board as well. Taking out 4 members of HellRaisers, which is quite nice. There's the 5th going down as well. Dren actually getting picked off at the end there by Freeze.
It's quite possible that they will actually opt to go for a similar play again, because what they did was it's basically a default, and usually the default does involve the delayed mid take or has the opportunity for you to do so. But the reason it's a default is that it's dynamic. If they end up pushing, if the CTs end up doing a B storage or an A main push, you can try to capitalize with a frag, and then the situation changes a lot. But we see the same setup again as I would expect, because that was it's a pretty consistent way to play around as well. They could have a consistent result unless HellRaisers decide to get aggressive on A or B, as I mentioned. Then they can just wait it out, try to abuse any aggressions once again, find their way into the delayed mid take, and then build into the B split, just as they did in the previous round. That's a nice round, and HellRaisers seem to struggle on actually defending the mid take portion.
Yeah, and I mean, right now they've basically got free reign of mid if they do want to actually attempt to go for the push. You've only got one man trying to defend the front line, so he's not going for the face right now, working his way around to A. So the Ts could essentially just have that free control, and they're going to be working their way out, testing the waters, seeing what they can actually get up to. And Angel hiding away in checkers. Look at this from behind. The terrorists are doing their best Bruce Willis impression. They're working their way through the vents. This could be dangerous if he doesn't quite realise what's going on.
And that's really smart by HellRaisers. They needed to get some information going for themselves. It was more or less right at the right moment, just as the push is starting to come in from SK. So they have a preemptive rotation, but will it be fast enough? That's really the question. As SK wrap into the bomb site, they take down Dozier, and he does get to kill himself. So this really does leave an opportunity here for the retake, and look how fast they are, almost stopping the bomb from going down. Sandon taking down Mo, but even better still, Freeze holding onto the vent position. This looks hopeless for Kucha. Sandon's still alive there. Finally he dies, thanks to Kucha, but this is a really impossible situation. Again, that's such a good safe plant, good default plant, as you guys can see. It's much better than the old default, which used to be in front of the target in the triple stack boxes. Here he goes, just a peek out. Kucha gets the kill. Ooh. My goodness, he's going to get the defuse as well. Wow, that is an impressive clutch from Kucha.
That was really huge.
Cold as ice right there. That was amazing. He was so patient, so calm. The pressure, there was no. If there was any pressure there, you wouldn't have fought it watching him. Maybe he was playing with sound off or something. I mean, because that bomb's ticking away faster and faster. You start to get amped up, like, I've got to do this now, I've got to get this kill now. But Kucha, yeah, a lot of patience there. Amazing clutch. And that's 11-3. That's a really big deal. SK really had that round. Poor Cadian, man. He is not going to be a happy bunny after that one. Although that said, he does swap his weapon out at the very least, so there is that. Oh my god. Cadian's getting absolutely obliterated. So Dren taking 2 frags down as he does actually spot the bomb. He does get eliminated, but with 2 kills for the price of 1, HellRaisers are going to be happy here, and they won't feel pressured to go for information, but that is not so fun for Dozier and for HellRaisers. Oh, Mo with the catch. Nicely done.
Yeah, really just beautiful stuff coming out right now from HellRaisers. I mean, they're just running away with things completely, and with just Berry and Freeze left, it's going to be interesting to see if they can actually really pull anything out of the bag here. The flank coming in from Angel. His way around, but it doesn't matter. They don't need to be there, as Mo and Kucha are just shutting everyone down completely.
Yeah, that's a really big result there on Cash, and I did expect a strong CT from them on Cash. HellRaisers have always been a team that they find their comfort zone on this map. This is always a map that they like to choose. It has been forever, even in their simple days, and before that, they've always liked this one, and it usually delivered when they were slumping. But that's a really strong CT side. Their T side is worse than the CT side, but at the same time, if you already have 12 rounds, it is hard to throw that away. It is very hard to throw that away. And it looks like they're going to try to throw themselves into the A-bomb site, but it looks like also Cillian is going to go for a peek very soon, or has the opportunity to do so. There it is.
Oh, he is in the smoke, playing around the smoke. This could be very dangerous, but he's not going to pay off. He will get shut down, and Adrenaline will be the one to claim his skull, but Cadian, using that USP to his advantage, gets the first frag onto Angel. There's the follow-up. Can he keep this ball rolling? No, he can't. He does get picked off. And Dozier, there's another frag, shutting down Freeze with absolute ease.
This looks really, 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 really bad for SK right now. Barry's on 2 HP. Sandon has full health, but he's got no Kevlar because he's the guy that has the kit. So it is pretty bad considering he's up against a Tech 9 right here. And he's sandwiched between Dozier and Kucha. That's not going to end well for you. HellRaisers pick up the pistol, and this looks like it's going to be a really fast first map at the moment, because I don't see how HellRaisers are going to falter here. I mean, of course, like SK could opt to get the force fly going, which they do, and it's pretty much the only thing that you can do. So you want to let HellRaisers get to 14 or 15 straight away. But it can be hard to make this work if HellRaisers handle this properly. They have 4 Molotovs, so HellRaisers did the smart thing. This is encouraging for me. I really hope we see the set Molotovs into the bomb site. Please. Okay, I guess it's not really so required. Yeah. But that should tell them that there could very well be another 2 players there.
Ooh. A lot of damage coming out from the Tech 9 there over at mid, but that bomb has just got complete free reign of B now, as everyone is fully committed, rotating over to that A site, believing that is where the bomb will be attempting to be planted, but actually B is the destination.
It's kind of a weird anti-eco, because SK they showed themselves a lot in this one, which shouldn't happen. You should force the Ts to use resources to get you out of your positions, or to challenge your positions raw, which gives you almost sometimes an advantage on the engagement sometimes. And so SK now in a position where they can at the very least save, but they kind of gave that one. I think they gave HellRaisers a little bit of an easier time than maybe they could. Of course, the percentages for them to actually win that are very low, just generally speaking. But Angel gets 4 with a Mac 10. That is some bank. Oh, he's so rich. He's filthy rich.
All this cream.
I do like the Mac 10.
The Biggie Smalls.
So we got ourselves 2 Mac 10s still alive as SK go for the full save. Looking to go for overtime now. There's not much else that they can do. They really want to, I guess, just... Yeah, I guess you can make an argument for forcing it up here, or trying to play for overtime. At this point, it's so unlikely you're actually going to pull this back into a win that it doesn't really matter. So here we go. 5 Molotovs on HellRaisers again. See, there we go. Now you can do one for the back boxes, you can do one for SK, you can do one for the container of the site. Yes! Yeah. Yes! Thank you, HellRaisers. Thank you.
Ooh.
Thank you. There's just so little you can do as the CTs there. You can't stand anywhere. So you're just dead. Well, apparently Freeze can get, that was kind of brutal, very savage attack there with the USP, but he gets eliminated. But yes, Molotovs, my friends, they're pretty damn good. T cash. Pretty much T side any map, any site, almost any site in the game. They're very good.
So that's the thing. I mean, SK were just forced out of every position they were trying to hold there. So it's beautiful stuff, as you were saying. There's nothing they could do really. Force them to go out into the open and just basically offer themselves up to HellRaisers.
And indeed, it's pretty rough. So it looks like Mo's going to bring herself into play with the auto sniper now. So they're really feeling happy and content. But interestingly, the next map is well, I say interestingly, it's predictably the next map is train, and that's SK's thing, is train. That's their thing. So we should in theory see a third map, but it really depends, of course. I mean, HellRaisers aren't too bad there either, so we'll have to see how that actually works out for them. But I think it really works with their skill sets better as well, which is also another reason why they pick it so much. But back into this one, we're going to see a nasty tag there on Cadian. Mo lurking with that auto sniper. And now SK no, what's up?
Cadian trying to hide behind Forklift there, but it's not paid off for him, and Adren has shut him down. Only 3 CT side players left, and they are looking to be in very awkward positions as Mo mows them down with that auto sniper. That's just huge stuff. Sandon is able to get the pick onto one of the players, and it's all on Kucha in a 1 versus 2. Sandon's close, he's trying to get the frag, but he can't quite do it, and Sandon will keep SK in the game for another round.
Yeah, indeed. Sometimes it's some would argue it's better to put yourself out of the misery. Some people would say, but then there are those who don't quit, who don't give up. Never give up, never surrender. And that is a far superior mindset in some situations. In a situation like this, absolutely. We're not playing like a lot of matches in the tournament. This is the end, basically. This is the qualifying round, so we're going to see them fighting to within an inch of their lives. Brazilian goes for the spray down. Pretty successful overall, 2 frags, not too bad. Still auto sniper on freeze as well. Okay, never mind.
I mean, this is just devastating stuff now. Berry and Sandon left. Complete control of their site by HellRaisers here. They've got themselves into nice, juicy little after-plant positions. It's going to be hard.
I mean, HellRaisers look really good right now. It's likely 16-4 here. It's such a good after-plant spot that they're in. It's so insane. And I am really curious to see how this series is going to look now. Because after this, that's where it gets tough for HellRaisers. After this map is where it gets tough. 16-4, I think that's that. Okay, fine. As I said, it's after this map now that things get tough. We go to train. That's obviously they're going to be the first test. It's a great SK map. It's a map that they train a lot, and that it really helps their double AWPing style if they want to use it, because then Cadian can really use his AWPing skills, and that's one of his best assets. I think Cadian's good at a lot of things, and I think he's really good for it. Just being in a team, I think he's like a very good presence to have in a team. But definitely, I think they were wanting someone who was like a really top tier rifle. Like someone like Nico would be like a perfect example, like an aggressive, someone who can be very aggressive with the rifle. Do a lot, like do the Olafmeister basically. Be that guy that can run down, be plateau on cobble, and just make stuff happen. Be that kind of guy basically. That's what I think they ideally wanted. But Cadian stepped up, and he's been trying his best to fit into the team, and it's looking like it's been getting better and better. So we're gonna move into train. It's gonna be the true test for HellRaisers. And we'll take a break whilst the players set it up for you guys. So we'll see you very shortly.